Can you guess what this river's called?
No, you already told me.
Ruined the punchline. We are in Thailand. Day 58, I believe, 1st of August. And having flown from Kolkata in the early hours.
57.
Is it 6? I'm sure it's 58, I'm sure I checked. No. It's day 56.
On the road and then one day off.
Anyway, it's the 1st of August, and yeah, we flew from Kolkata in the early hours to Bangkok this morning, and then another flight to Chiang Mai, and it's wonderful. It's quiet, it's peaceful, the roads so far are good, everything's clean, still hot. We got pretty hot building the bike back up, especially Steve, who does all the hard work there. But this is just wonderful. We've got this little road alongside a river and it's just beautiful. So different from India. We had definitely had enough of India. Day 2 in Thailand on day 59, and we're a bit tired still, but it's pretty good. It's so much easier than India. There's like food stops and petrol stations with stuff, and we stopped somewhere in a KFC earlier, and Steve managed to get a new battery for his bicycle computer at a 7-Eleven just right there, and yeah, and the scenery is beautiful. Been a bit hot on occasion, had a few monsoony showers, but it's mixed it up a bit, and yeah, the roads are just fab. Look at this. It's great. Rolling today, but flatter tomorrow. And yeah, loving Thailand. sea today. Just a tough day yesterday into the headwind, heading down almost past Bangkok. We had problems finding a hotel again, but did get set up and had a nice meal, but albeit a late night, and then got straight back on the main road again to head down to the coast. And we are actually on the coast now. You can see these oceanfront seafood being advertised, and I might have glimpsed the sea. We can't actually see the sea from this road that's running parallel to it, and the seafront is just down there somewhere, with all these wonderful hotels and restaurants and all these really tempting things that we're so close to. But we've just topped 100 miles today and we need to go further, so we're having to ride straight past, because guess what, we're not on holiday. Beach resort there, looks lovely. Anatara, yeah, would be great, but no. So we'll see where we end up tonight. We might get lucky, but if not, that's the name of the game. Talking to the camera. Day 65, and it is a bit busy along this road. A lovely stretch yesterday, afternoon and evening along the coast, and this morning. Now we're back on the highway again. Bit of a tough couple of days. Yesterday morning was not great. Steve was feeling rough and we didn't know if we'd get any distance done at all, but in fact we managed to break the 6,000 mark, which is amazing considering. Beautiful beachside resort, you know, right on the beach, and a walk up the beach to a restaurant for dinner, but just not enough time to really enjoy it. And then tried to get up early this morning, but again Steve had a rubbish night, so we might make 95 today, but that's pretty good going given that we only got going at 9:30 in the end, so it's not been easy. And this road's at least directional and straight, but not the best fun we've had.
Here at 70. Oh, we've done 20. Oh, there's only 50 to go. You stop and see something sitting in air conditioning. It's like, oh, you can go get a hotel with a pool. No, we're not within 100 meters. Every hour. 8 from 7. Not going to be good enough. Not going to be good enough right now.
Day 68. It's 7:10 in the morning and we're getting up and at 'em. The bike's parked up here at this small hotel-y place just off the main road, but yeah, it's been a really tough couple of days with Steve getting over the giardia, being on antibiotics, and feeling quite weak still. At least he's managing to eat better now, but because he's so blooming skinny, his shorts don't fit him anymore, so he's really been suffering with arse pain essentially. So he tried cutting out the bottoms of one pair and doubling up, but didn't work yesterday, so we'll just have to see how he gets along today. We're due to be crossing the Malaysian border today, so out of Thailand, but just feel so drained at the moment that I don't really have the energy to be excited about that. I'm a bit sad to be leaving Thailand. I feel like we've not got the most out of it, and a bit worried about having to get used to a whole new country, and we've got 6 days to get a flight, and it's still really, really tough. I don't know if we can do it. It's just not easy. Instagram and Facebook look amazing, but this is really not easy. think we're going down a bit first. Day 67, and that is the border. No, 68.
68.
Yeah, 68. And we are in Malaysia. And Stevie says it feels like a completely different country already. That's good news. I think we've got a bit of descent now before a pretty steep climb. And then roll back down again towards the coast to find some digs. Good morning, everybody, or at least it's morning in the UK still, it's afternoon here, and those of you that are following the tracker may have noticed we've not moved this morning, and unfortunately there's quite a good reason for that. Last night, just at the end of the day, we were driven into, had a collision with some kids on a motorcycle. We're mostly unhurt. I'm a bit bruised on the rib cage and I've scuffed my elbow. Steve has a rather nasty scuff on his arse, but overall, and his hand as well. Yeah, he's got some damage to his hand which could cause us some problems down the road, changing gears, etc. But overall, we've come off mostly unscathed. Luckily, we had a soft landing in a ditch, but unfortunately, the bike well, the bike is okay, the panniers are not. And yeah, big apologies to Cycle Touring Life, who very generously sponsored us with these wonderful Eros panniers, but I don't think anything could have stood up to that, and we think we've got the panniers to thank for making sure we weren't hurt any more than we were. So both the panniers on the right side of the bike have been sheared off. There's damage to the integral parts of the panniers, and potentially could bodge them together, but they're in a pretty bad way, and I certainly don't think they're doing months and months around the world with us. So first things first, we're due to get the flight from Singapore in 3 days' time, and we just don't think we can make that. We've taken today to reassess, rest, recover, and just get everything back together, and try and figure out what to do next. So we are going to have to look at putting the flight back, hopefully just for a day or two, to get to Perth, and then we're going to have to figure out how to get all our stuff to the airport with the bus panniers. We're hoping some of the locals were fantastic last night. They pulled over to help us and, you know, got us sorted out with a hotel, brought us some food. It's been tremendously, you know, gratifying to have so much help, but obviously just a tremendous shame that 2 young kids just weren't paying attention. They just, you know, it was broad daylight still. We're a fairly big unit on the road, you know, it's not like we're invisible. And we weighed up the pros and cons of, you know, should we have been wearing high vis or lights, but in, you know, bright sunlight, just, yeah. But it has shaken us, because we know this is a risk on the roads. The roads here have not felt as safe as Thailand. The motorcycles seem to be going faster and potentially driving with less care, and it's a big deal for us to get back on the bike and still think that we've got months of riding day in, day out. But I think we want to carry on. At least we want to get to Australia and see how we feel there. Losing a few days, the record is certainly still within our grasp, but it'll probably mean we don't make up any mileage in Australia, and for the long term we'll probably look at putting our, you know, our arrival time back in Germany back. So 180 days is looking ambitious. We'll probably set it a bit longer than that, but that's all down the line. It's like if we can even, yeah, hope that we can continue enjoying ourselves, because that's an important thing as well. We don't want to be doing this scared out of our wits. But yeah, so got a lot to work on. Our main thing is that we need to source new panniers potentially to Singapore. Anybody got any thoughts or ideas of that? Much appreciated at this point. And yeah, if we can get our broken panniers there and get ourselves there and hopefully get a flight in a few days' time, we're hoping we can continue and hopefully continue to keep you guys updated with our progress. And thank you all so much for your support so far, and please, you know, don't forget we are doing this for charity. I've read, heard and had, you know, all sorts of stories recently from the veterinary profession and from other people just in, you know, all walks of life in general, about mental health issues, and that's a big reason why we're supporting Mind and Vet Life, and that's really important to us. And Sus Trans, it may not seem, you know, it's not maybe the most prominent charity out there, but it's for reasons like this. If we could have safe places to walk and ride and cycle all over the UK, if kids could go to school in the bikes and avoid scary situations like this, of course, it's so much better in the UK, but there's still loads that could be done to make things safer for people on bicycles or on foot or any form of sustainable travel. It's so important, because incidents like this, they finish people for cycling, walking, whatever for good. You know, it is terrifying. So everybody, please be careful out there. If you use a motorised vehicle, please take care. And yeah, we'll let you know how we get on.
Well, the next best thing this morning, we've got very low wind. Really do well. I haven't got a clue about the planning. You do?
To make about the fisherman's friend.
You lost them.
Well, I lost mine.
Oh, you stole mine?
I borrowed them.
It's okay, you just take them back.
Day 74, I feel like. Pile of poo warmed up. Just at this lodge place, which seems to have been really noisy all night, and I feel like I didn't get to sleep until the alarm went off. Mostly because I'm really sore in the ribs still. It's just about getting light now. I don't know, it's probably what, 20 past, 6:30. And we've got one day of 90 miles, one day of 60 miles, and then we're in Singapore. But that feels like a long way to go still. It's already hot this morning. It's really hot yesterday, really tough day yesterday. The day before, I think it was just the excitement of getting all the flights and everything changed, but
just don't want to. I just want to go back to bed.
So, having made Stevie eat off a banana leaf in India, I've one-upped myself tonight by making him cook his own dinner in this steaming pot of stock with this bowl of meat. Not sure he's ever going to forgive me. It's very tasty though. So we're doing a bit of unboxing this evening. We've had our deliveries via a friend of a friend who's been absolutely tremendous and dropped everything off at our hotel room for us. We've got some cycling bits and bobs here. We have some amazing village built on here. More about that later. And here we have the stars of the show, the Woohoo X-Touring Ultralight panniers. These are actually, I think, a prototype. I don't think they're even on the market yet. But between Cycle Touring Life and Woohoo, they have managed to get these here in record time and they look absolutely fab. They are so lightweight. The Eros ones are great, but these just weigh absolutely nothing. Little pocket on the front, roll top closure, dry bag interior, and then even better, we've got all these fixings, so there's like no doubt these are going to go on the rack somewhere with all these options. And yeah, these will be our new front panniers, so we're very excited to get these packed. It'll probably be Perth by the time we get these actually fitted on the bike now, but yeah, what an amazing job. Thank you so much to Cycle Touring Life and Wahoo. We're just absolutely over the moon with these.